He's been suspended without pay for 25 games for violating the terms of the NBA anti-drug program. So in a statement, he said, over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication. I take full responsibility for my actions and apologize to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision making during this process. I'm focused on using this time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return. Mike, what was your initial reaction to that news, and how do you think that kind of thing happens? I know he explained it, but at this point in time, what are we thinking? Oh, okay.
What's going on? You hear Mike?
You ask me, how do you think somebody fail a drug test? Like, you know,
Right, Mike? Like you've ever failed one, right?
Yeah, like you. That's stat. She lined niggas
No,
up.
that wasn't even
shot.
How do you feel,
Nigga
Mike?
said, no, everybody, let's go to Mike first.
Yo, the laughing, silence, no comments.
Yeah.
Just a question.
I just thought about it, man. Like, you know, and it's, you know, and what my initial thoughts were when I heard this, like, first I'm just be straight. I said, man, with 25 games, is that what's third of his salary? Like, what is that? How much money is that? Oof, you know, to be making a mistake.
12
Like,
million.
I took the wrong thing. Yeah, that's a hell of a mistake, boy. I ain't gonna take the wrong. Now, if I was just getting high and flexing around, okay, damn it, I made a bad decision. I would get high. You know, but I took the wrong pill. Cost me $12 million. They got to talk to me about that a little bit deeper. You know what I mean? But the thing is, when you put it up under a mental health, like I'm almost, what do you say to it? When somebody, you know, they're saying they were doing this for mental health, and that's just such a broad scope of things, you know. I could be saying, you know, I was getting toe up for my mental health. Nigga, I was getting out there. I was going crazy. I need to relax, you know. But, you know, when you put it under mental health, it gives you that cover that nobody can really say anything about. I just I hope he's okay. I mean, darn, I don't know how else to say that because he puts it under mental health. And then he thank y'all for allowing me to go get my situation checked out. I mean, that kind of pushes you off. I should have tried that when I was in the hotel room. They arrested me. Listen, this ain't what y'all think. I was just dealing with some mental health wise, and that's why I was doing them lines of cocaine. I'm not saying, let me leave that alone. I'm just saying, man. I don't know. I hope he gets, hey, I gotta say this, so I don't get in trouble. I hope he gets the help he needs.
That's the disclaimer, right? That's the disclaimer. You got to say that. You got to say that. That's the disclaimer.
Yo, that's crazy.
That was an honest reaction.
Yeah.
I hope he gets the help he needs, yeah.
Well, you know, a year ago we was talking about Paul George being the GOAT of like this new generation. A lot of the young players look up to Paul George. He stopped me in the way to the show one time and told Cam, why can't I be the GOAT? You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, we got to skip past the mental health. This is why you can't be the GOAT. We want to be sensitive, but if you got mental health issues, it is important that you get help. It is important that you have the right supporting staff. But when you in the NBA, there's like a rule of things you shouldn't take, right? So it's not like this came as a surprise. So when people say that they're doing it for mental health issues, it just doesn't come across as genuine. But I do hope he get the right help. But this has, I would say, in my opinion, my professional opinion, I don't think this have anything to do with mental health. and I hate when people use mental health to cover up for poor decisions. I do understand that there's a portion of the brain that can make you make bad decisions, but I have to be honest when I don't feel that this is the case, and I don't feel that's the case. And I want to give an honest take to that. I don't think it was mental health. I thought, you just was doing your thing and you got caught. It's like it's like a nigga really love a girl and he get caught cheating and he say, I'm going to kill myself. You're not going to kill yourself. You want her back. She's leaving. You think that's going to get her back. It's not. And this is not a joke that could go over bad. This is honestly how I feel, and I don't care how they feel about it.
You know what's crazy? Me and Zeke was talking about that the other day. This nigga, and now it wasn't even about a girl. It's this nigga we know. He's like, yo, I'm going to kill myself. He got like to the fourth time. Nigga's like, go commit that. Like, you going to go get it over with. Nigga, stop telling us about it. You going to do it or you not?
And we're not laughing because suicide is funny. We're laughing because we know, you growing up in the hood, you know when people are playing. You know, most times when people are saying they're going to do something, they're crying out for help. And they're not going to do anything for themselves. They just want something don't know how to get. And they're using this as a way to retrieve it.
Right. And, well, listen, Paul George in December had 35 points. Who was it against, matter of fact? I don't even remember who it was against.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm looking now. I remember this game. He had 35 against Atlanta. Another game, 32. Another one, I believe, is 30. I was like, that nigga juicing. I knew he was on the juice, man. And listen, you ain't just go from not averaging 9, 10, 11 points to 35, 30, 32. I said, that nigga juicing. And I was right. You can say you took a substance. I'm not. Like, Murder and Mike can be nice about it, even though they're being sarcastically nice about it. You was juicing. What you took? What he took? What's the drug stat? Did they say the drug?
Didn't say the drug.
You was juicing, nigga. You ain't getting 35 like that, nigga. Average 7. Coming 35, 30, 32 out of nowhere. Wasn't performing like you used to. You need to get back to the nigga you wanted to be, which I understand. But I will say this: 25 games, podcast will be out. Podcast P loading. Pause. It's coming up soon. I'm not jacking none of that. Mad podcast episodes will be coming up.
That's what I said though, Killer. I said that he was basically doing something.
No. You absolutely said it, but you put it so eloquently.
Oh,
I'm not eloquent. I'm not eloquent. You want juice, nigga. Juice, nigga. I'm not. You do it as a therapist in a nice way. You know, we saying the same thing. I'm cutting the chase, man. You wasn't performing like you was performing, and you juiced up. Now you taking it to mental health, and we got to do the disclaimer. Mental health definitely is nothing to play with.
Yeah.
But to Mike's point, look, Mike is talking about, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to comment on this, Mike. Please don't.
Yeah, stay out of this.
Stay out of this, Mike. You got too much good shit going on. Well, we all wish we could have pulled that shit. You know how many times we wish we could have been like, yo, nah, I'm bugging. We all got PTSD growing up where we grew up. If that's the motherfucking case, we can pull that card at any time for anything. I should be able to use mental health when I want. You know, I grew up in a war zone. I should be able to pull that card. Right or wrong. Yo, niggas grew up in a war zone in the 80s in Harlem. It's a war zone, nigga. Like, I should be able to pull my PTSD card anytime and say, yo, I need treatment. Mike, when you grew up, listen, that's the thing my man Sin be arguing about with me, and I try to have this, the other side of the coin joint. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell your grandmother you going through some mental issues. She'll smack the shit out you, nigga. You can't have mental issues growing up in the 80s, nigga.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to whip that. That's what I'm saying. Fuck you, man. You got, bop, nigga, bop, you all right now, nigga? Fuck you talking about?
You all right now? Exactly what it
is. Yo, my mental health, And you know what's crazy? I'm looking straight. But I can tell by Stat doing her hair, she can't even understand.
You're stressing me out. Like, you stress me out.
I just see on my peripheral. She's like, y'all wasn't allowed to say that y'all had mental health
No.
issues?
No.
You're going to have more problems than that. You keep it up.
That's
what my mama said.
My mom
You're going to have more problems than that, nigga. Keep it up.
Yeah, see, Stat is in this.
Right. That's exactly what they would say. That's the kind of
verbatim.
stuff they would say.
Verbatim.
Hey, but listen, when them cops hit that door at that hotel room and busted their hands up, what are you doing all these 5 girls? I was there. I got some mental health issues.
You going through something, Mike. You going through something.
I wish I could have used that. Y'all gotta leave now because I'm working through some mental health issues. Y'all gotta leave. Put your guns away and get out. It's like,
Please,
shit,
get out.
exactly.
See this shit right here, but this what I'm trying to say is that regardless of whatever, right? I'd rather the nigga just took his 25-game suspension and said, my bad, I fucked up, to try to use that as the disclaimer for the people who may really be going through something. And I'm not saying he isn't or whatever, but it's just convenient.
But this ain't that.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's very convenient you're going through mental health issues when you get caught.
Yeah.
I would love to hear stats and What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, and we're not saying, for those that are listening, we're not saying you're lying. We're just saying it feels like it. So we just want to put that disclaimer out there.
Well, first thing I want to note, because you brought up his games in December. Last week versus the Bucks, he actually made nine three-pointers and had 32 points. So that's why, like you're saying, timing is interesting. Second thing, y'all just stress me out because y'all always be talking about, like, yeah, we grew up in a war zone and this and that, and I cannot relate at all, right? So I sit here and I'm just like, I wish I could help y'all, and y'all just move as if nothing happened. And like,
you would get more spankings, Stat. You would get more. Keep it up.
But like, that's I'm like, are y'all tapped in with your emotions, or is that not a thing? Like, nothing. Y'all don't feel like, are y'all okay?
If your nigga came crying home to you talking about, yo, today wasn't really working out for me, how would you feel?
I'm gonna sit and listen.
Okay, let
and
me
then we
try
have to
one.
talk about it. You don't gotta tell the world, but like,
So you come in the house, he in a jacuzzi with two strippers.
If he's in the jacuzzi with 2 strippers,
yeah, and then you ask him, you go off on him, and he goes, it's really my mental. Are you going for it?
If your escape is with 2 strippers in a jacuzzi when I come back home, no.
That's what we're saying, Stat.
I feel like that's different. I just feel like
That's exactly what I was saying.
oh my gosh.
It's my mental.
Yeah, Mike said that's
start pulling his eyebrow.
Mike said that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Boy, damn.
So, Stat, why doesn't your mercy extend?
I mean, not in that way, but I guess everybody expresses their feelings in different ways.
You ever see Boys in the Hood?
Yes. That was the couple people, or somebody died at the end, right?
Oh, shoot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yo, there's
Somebody
so
died
many
at
freaking
that.
movies that y'all want me to catch up on. I'm like, yo, somebody's always dying. Somebody's baby has to live alone. Like, it's just always something.
Somebody's baby always gotta live alone. Nah, you know
Somebody
why?
baby
So you
always
see,
had to
yo,
live
Mike, you
alone.
seen Boys in the Hood, right, Mike?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, man.
And
of
Murdoch,
course.
know you seen that, right? So Buster, right? Stat reminds
She talking
me.
about Ricky dying. She talking
She talking about Ricky.
Yes.
Yeah, but they all died.
Ricky
Doughboy died. Everybody died except for Trey.
Right.
Right, but what I'm saying is this, right? In the movie, Stat is like Nia Long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is this, because, and this is not into her sex life or nothing, you know, it's like my little sister. I'm just talking about in general in the movie. Trey was trying to bone Nia Long, and she wouldn't give him no pussy. But then when the cops harassed him and he came out swinging to him, and everybody get fucked up, he get fucking with me again and all this stuff. Motherfucker, this nigga start crying and all this shit on the floor. That's the night he hit.
Mental health.
Let me give this nigga some pussy. He losing his motherfucking mind out here.
That's crazy.
That's what he hit. He been here trying to hit the whole movie. Then as soon as he coming out swinging at the air, crying and all that, she say, "Oh, I'm gonna give this nigga some pussy." He cried in front of me, man.
Well, it's not a sympathy thing. It's not like, oh, he's crying, like, let me care. Like, it's like, if you feel comfortable to, like,
it's the gateway.
Let down that layer, because, I mean, to the whole world, you're always going to be on guard. So it's like, I'm never going to take it lightly if somebody comes to me and expresses their emotions. And so that's why I'm like, the mental health thing, and I know, like, two different things, but I can be empathetic towards that because that doesn't come often, especially from men. So I'm not going to say, oh, why is you, like, clearly you're affected by that, so I can listen to that. Now, if you need to take the edge off with strippers, that's what I'm saying, and I'm your girl, that's a little
they was virgins stat in the movie. The nigga both off the sympathy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like they was out bone. They was both virgins, and nigga started, he was trying to hit. He started crying. She gave him something. That's all I'm saying. But listen, you know, real quick, Mike, I hear you got to say something. I just want to say this. Me and Murder might be traumatized, though, and maybe Zeke, because we grew up in New York, and bitches is niggas. You can't let them know everything because they'll throw it in your face. You start crying, they'll tell you too much. Your bitch ass was in here crying.
Yeah.
You was in here crying like a little bitch 2 months ago, and now you up here trying to be Mr. Tough Man. Nah. Go do all that crying shit. Take it to your mother house. That's how New York girls is. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So sometimes you feel you can't let them see you vulnerable like that.
Yeah, you can't ever let them see that.
Yeah, because they're going to throw it back in your face. Go ahead, Mike. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Right. No, but you hitting the nail on the head, and that's the direction I was headed in. I mean, what Stat was saying is, we'll take your mental health as long as it's in the categories we will allow. You know, if your mental health is in the category of strippers, women, White Houses, and hotel rooms, well, that shit, you ain't got nothing to do with that. You got to get your ass together. But now, if you got other mental health, they'll deal with that. You know what I mean? That's just, you know, that's interesting. There's an old sermon Bishop called, and he called the boys in their toys, temptations of their youth. Like, what do we go back to when we start stressing out? Some people go back to, some people go back to, So I mean, we can't start talking about what's mental health and what's not. We got to take each and every person at the same place, since we just got different toys that the boys like to play with. If you know
Mike, then that mean
along with my toys.
Mike, then that mean
I like that, Mike. My bad, man. I like that.
Yeah, then that would mean PEDs is his toys. He never was playing with PEDs before.